Okay, let's test for parameter shifts in gretl using a CUSUM test. First of all, we're going to load up the green gasoline data. First thing we need to do here is to generate a variable for per capita consumption of gasoline, and we do that by dividing total US gasoline consumption by the US population, and that gives us a per capita consumption variable. Okay, next thing to do is to generate logs, so we have nice constant elasticities. Need to be a bit careful here in just highlighting what you want. To be honest, the brute force solution might be just do it in two separate exercises, like I've done there. Next thing to do, add a time trend, and let's do our model. So per capita gasoline consumption is a function of the price of gasoline, income, prices of substitutes, used cars, new cars, public transport, and the time trend. Want our regression? Yep, that's our model. Now, we're going to use the CUSUM test to see if the parameters are stable over time. Well, the fact that the red line has gone outside the blue line says we've got a problem. We look at the test output, problem occurs 1985. Something happens from 1985 onwards that says the parameters are no longer stable. Okay, let's have a look now at what happens if we actually partition a data set. So we have a data set that's 1960 to 1984 and another data set that's 1985 to 1995. So we go and change the sample range from 1960 to 1984. Sometimes you need to click in a box to get it to change. Now we want the regression. This time, to save my sanity, I'm going to set it as default, so I don't need to keep doing that. So that's model 2. Now, I'm going to go back to the sample and settings, and I'm going to make sure I change it to 1985 to 1995. Easiest way of getting it to the end is just keep scrolling up. Notice I put 84 in there, realise my mistake, go back, change it to 1985, okay. Only 11 observations, so that's a bit of an issue, but we won't worry too much about that at this point. So that's model 3. Put model 2 over there, and then model 3 side by side. Well, what can we see has changed? Quite a bit actually has changed here. I mean, if you look at the price elasticity demand, it was minus 0.38, now it's gone down to minus 0.22. That's a worry. If you look at what variables are significant, the substitutes in the time trend were significant, they're not anymore. In fact, they're not even close if you look at the T ratios. Whereas income wasn't significant, but now is. There's obviously been a parameter shift here. We could fix it by slope dummies or intercept dummies or various other mechanisms. The key thing is we know we've got a problem.